I am very sorry for the delay, but this weekend has been a bit hectic because it was in fact my birthday, and so I couldn't get this part 2 to you out any earlier than today, and I really am sorry for that because the event ends in one day. So I'm not giving you a lot of time here in terms of repeating the strategy that I use. But anyway, these are my towers that I'm using so far for the Odyssey, and this is the third map. The whole idea of this Odyssey is that every single map has regrow balloons permanently. So every single balloon you see will be a regrow balloon. Okay, so we're gonna start, I think, with Pat. Right? Maybe we should have him on a corner, actually. So if you didn't know, this challenge is called Land, or is it Land or Water, or Land and Water? It's one of the two, and it's basically just telling you about Pat Fusty being able to be placed in land or water. So we're gonna go for something like this, just to get us some good damage, and see where that takes us. We are gonna get dart monkeys maybe here, once we remove the trees, because if you did not know, you can remove the trees on this map. And for now, I think this is a fairly good defense. I'm gonna have to get him to longer range and then being able to shoot camo balloons. But other than that, fairly good defense at the moment. Now luckily, because every single map is regrow balloons only, there's hardly any other restrictions. So you can kind of just use every single tower. There's no limitations in terms of like military monkeys only, or magic monkeys only, or primary monkeys only. It's all just fairly straightforward. Okay, so I think we'll work on taking out the trees now, just because I feel like we have a bit of time. We started on round 10, but this is a very solid defense until at least the leads come. Once the leads start coming, that's when the difficulty of the balloons actually amps up to where this might not be a solid defense anymore. So we will clear out the trees, just so that our dart monkey has like a clear line shot if he's on last. To just smash through all of these as a crossbow monkey, which is going to be brilliant. And then we'll clear this guy out as well, just to be symmetrical. Get him out of here. And then we'll start upgrading this dart monkey. Just a little, not a lot, not a lot'll. Just enough'll. Okay. So how have you guys been recently? I just had my birthday, which is very nice, 19th of September, and didn't do very much on the day itself. But yesterday, which was the 20th, I don't know when this video is coming out, but yesterday, which was the 20th, I celebrated with my friends who took me out to do some bowling and some mini golf. I somehow managed to pull a win out from bowling, coming in first with like, I think 83, which is an absolute terrible score if you know anything about bowling. But, because I mean, to put it into perspective, a perfect game of bowling is worth 300 points. And I didn't even come within a third of that, so, you know, that just gives you an idea. But, yeah, so, went and played bowling, I managed to win that, did some mini golf, I came second there, which wasn't too bad, but, you know, it was a really good night out, and I, very much enjoyed it. As for the presents I got, whew, they were dope as well. I got, Doom Eternal for the PS4. Absolute amazing game if you are a fan of the Doom series. Definitely would recommend it. I also got some dope Lego. You know those 3-in-1 sets? Oh, beautiful. I can't just leave it though. I can't just pick my favorite and then make that only. I have to build all 3 and then like end on the one that I actually want to keep it as. Because otherwise, why get a 3-in-1 set if you're just going to pick which one you like and then only build that? You know? You're going to have loads of leftover pieces, especially if it's not the biggest one of the 3. and really you didn't build the other 2. Which feels weird. It's like buying 3 separate Lego sets and then only building the one that you actually like. But anyway, enough about my Lego shenanigans. I got some money from family as well, which was nice. Very lovely. I was running a bit low. What else did I get? I'm getting chocolates soon. Very soon. They're on their way. They're from my brother. He's currently living in England, but he still likes to keep in touch through FaceTime and sending chocolates, and yeah, it's really nice, so can't wait for those. English chocolates, by the way, most of the time, so much better than Australian chocolates. There are a few exceptions to the rule, but most of the time, you can't beat it. You just can't. But, what else did I get? I got a exercise, like, ab wheel thing that also does push-ups, which is dope because I've been saying that I really wanted to get one of those ever since I tried it out. So that's good. And I'm sure I'm missing a few things. I got a couple books from a series I've been reading, but then I didn't have like the next 5 books in the series, so now I've got the next 4, which isn't bad. There's still a couple to go, but yeah, at least I've got a bit of leeway there, which is nice. And I think that's just about everything. I would say I'm sorry if I missed anyone out, but to be honest, I don't think many of my family members know that I have a YouTube account, and they probably won't find out. This is not the content they'd be looking for on YouTube, but still. Had a great birthday, and I apologize if that delayed any of my videos recently, especially this one. I was meant to get this out on my birthday, really, but had family to attend to, so I just uploaded regularly scheduled rather than throwing this one in as well. Alright, here comes the Moab. And buff everything. Oh no. Wait. Yes, that was fine. Oh. I thought Pat knocking him back might have been the worst thing ever there. Just being like, oh yeah, buff everything, and then Pat knocks him well away from everybody that's buffed and really strong now. Oh. Alright. So, I'm thinking we need a 5th tier here. Crossbow Master, maybe. But, yeah, we also need to be able to deal with the Moabs fairly well. Which is a bit of a yikes, because at this point in time we really can't. What's a semi-decent tower we can get in the meantime? I'm thinking Wizard. Yeah, look at that. Wizard can pretty much, well, I was gonna say he could fend off that side by himself, but, you know, obviously he can get overwhelmed, which we found out in the first part of this Odyssey. Bloody Wizard. Not performing. Not performing. So yeah, I'm still a little bit sick, but at least my voice is coming back to normal now. So I've just got a bit of a cough. Other than that, on the road to recovery. Okay, Arcane Spikes is on its way. Probably in time for round 50, which is good. Not that we'd need it though. Just getting the Arcane Mastery on, and a Wizard in the meantime has overall buffed our DPS by a lot. Yeah, look at that. He's holding off this side on his own. As admittedly, it is just pinks. And camo purples are getting the best of him. Let alone just regular purples. But either way. We're getting this, we're getting this. Not too shabby at all. I think we can get Arcane Spike before 50. Just depends how much this round gives us. And 49 gives us. Come on, 49. Be a lad. Oh, it's looking pretty nice for us. It's looking pretty good. There it is. Also get Wall of Fire, because this guy has permanent camo detection. so we don't really need to focus on him. Look at that wall of fire go. Now that's the real reason you buy a mage. A wizard. Why do I keep saying mage? The Mages Guild. Okay, wall of fire. Very lovely. Okay, I think we're doing relatively well here. I'll try and get another Arcane Spike, and then we'll aim for our 5th tier. And then, as usual, because this isn't Chimps mode, if we really want, we can just sell both of these guys and then get a 5th tier, like, Crossbow Master. Which is generally what we've been doing the past few strategies. Because we usually find ourselves at 62 thinking, this won't work. And then it doesn't, and then we're like, okay, what can we do? So we just sell everything, start again. It works more often than not, surprisingly. Very surprisingly. Oh, alright. 53 out of 90. Not bad. But we are going to need something for detecting the DDTs perhaps a bit earlier than when they're right here. Which is going to be a little awkward. Especially because this guy doesn't reveal camo immediately. He does it as his little thingy's spinning around the loop. So he may not detect the DDTs until like up here even, which could be a bit catastrophical, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Figure it out very soon. I suppose we have to. But maybe 2 Arcane Spikes can take out 63, and I'm just oblivious to that. Come on, there we go. 2 Arcane Spikes. They seem to handle rainbows pretty well. And they don't do too bad against mobs. I think we'll see what happens on 63 just with this. And then if it looks like we're about to lose, we'll back out, go back in, and then actually make the adjustments. That'll guarantee the win. Because if we can get past 63 with just this defense, then we can save up directly for a Crossbow Master or some other 5th tier. But if we can't, we're going to have to do some selling. Some selling and some rebuying. Oh. And if you're wondering about me buying airburst darts for this submarine, the bottom path of the submarine has recently been getting a little bit of a buff. And so, basically, if you have a look now, twin guns, yeah, doubles the attack speed, but it also enhances ballistic missile and plutonium reactor, which we have. Same with airburst darts. It further enhances ballistic missile and plutonium reactor, which essentially just means if you're not doing like only 2 upgrades for the top path, then mixing the other 2 paths, or mixing this path with the top path fully, will actually give it a bit more of a buff, because back when that wasn't the case, pretty much everyone would just go 2 in the top and then DPS at the bottom. Because that was OP, being able to see the entire map. And then if you're a submarine, you cannot do that. So it just makes the other upgrades a little less useless. Alright, let's see how this goes. Okay, okay. We did get very close to losing there, but at the same time, if we can destroy this wave, we can just use Pat's ability on the 3rd one. Here it comes. Use it now. Extra popping power destroys it instantly. Okay, so maybe we can save up straight up for a Crossbow Master rather than having to sell, which would be very nice for us. Not bad at all. Pat, what are you up to? Attacks, attack pops more layers. That's pretty nice. I feel like Pat is just a brute force kind of big, dumb, strong guy. And so even all of his upgrades are like spelt and worded as if he's saying it. So it's just like, hey Pat, what's your next upgrade? Pop more layers. Oh, okay. Next one? Attack speed. More. Maybe that's just me, but I don't know. Okay, not doing too bad, but they are getting a bit far with those BFBs. I suppose that's what Pat's ability's for. I wonder if round 78 will actually be a problem if we don't get a crossbow master up in time. It might be. But overall, we seem to be smashing these ones. Are there any BFBs coming out anytime soon? I want to try out Pat's other ability. I absolutely loved it the second Pat came out, the fact that he could hug balloons to death. Oh, here we go. Hopefully the Arcane Spike doesn't pop it in time. Although, that was perfect Wall of Fire placement. Yeah, it was. Didn't even get a chance to click it. But, it seems like we can get Crossbow Master pretty soon here. Which will be lovely. And once again, if I didn't beat round 63, I would have just sold both of these guys and bought ourselves a Crossbow Master early. Which would have easily crushed 63, in my mind. I don't know if it actually would have, but I'm fairly confident in the Crossbow Master's abilities. Okay. Round 70, not too much of a problem. Camo white regrows and regrow rainbows. Not horrible. Definitely a lot of money out of this round. Oh, this is nice. And then just some crappy Moabs. Easy enough. But yes, the entire gimmick of this challenge is Pat and regrow balloons. I would have thought it made more sense to make a challenge with Azili and regrow balloons, because she has an ability to counter the regrow balloons. But I guess maybe it was just because they wanted a game with Pat, and it would be too easy if you just had to play, and then that was it. Because all these challenges are quite simple beyond the normal game modes, you know? We're used to getting half cash or going up to around 100 or something. Or even just being limited by military monkeys only, or things like that. But no, this one's just pretty chill. So I think I'm getting another sub here. Same sort of upgrade. I suppose we can start off with this, just for more DPS in the meantime. But yes, we're going to get the same sort of upgrade, just so we can perhaps detect the DDTs faster. And this does mean now that DDTs will be decamoed by the subs, does mean that Pat can actually grab and squish them. Which is great news for us, because that means we don't have to worry about at least one DDT. One DDT out of 3 is already gone, and if we can get Pat to level 20 before level 90, then all of the DDTs are gone. Because if you didn't know, Pat's final upgrade allows him to use his squish the big guy balloons, and then it grabs multiple big guy balloons. Which is pretty perfect, I'm gonna say. We'll also put an alchemist around here, just so that he only buffs our crossbow master and doesn't get confused and start buffing someone else. Because it's a little awkward if he throws it at Pat, and Pat's just like, I don't know what to do with this. My range is so tiny. Okay though, we're doing pretty well here. I think one of the only things that could really help us out might be a village, in all honesty. Like, just put a village on either side, get the middle path upgrade, and then just not really care about the whole regrow situation. But look at this guy's range, it just gets amazing when he's 5th tier and he's buffed. Look at that, he can reach here, which is just crazy to me. Okay, so we'll get the first one right here. We'll even get the camo detection. Why not? Buff the radius and then the attack speed, just for sheets and gigs. And then we get another one. At this point in time, I feel like Crossbow Master can carry pretty easily here. I suppose I do want to kind of get him in range. There we go. Is he now in range as well? Really? Oh, that sucks. Okay, we didn't get our mage in range, but it's all good. We don't need him. Ooh, here we go. First ZOMG. Arcane Spike not looking too good. Squish. So if you didn't know, that was Pat's second ability. He just hugs the balloon, squishes it, and then puts it back to where it was in little itty bitty pieces. Which is just brilliant, let's be honest. What ability could beat that? Anyway. I'm thinking maybe we should put this guy back onto first. Because things are kind of slipping through, not gonna lie. Things are slipping. Maybe we'll also put like a glue gunner up here and have him just glue hose and then corrosive. Just so he can pretty much handle any balloons that reach up there. Slow them down, and then Crossbow Master can take his time obliterating them. Attack shooter. That's pretty good. And then we'll put another one on the other side. We'll try range on this one. I never usually go range when it comes to just getting overdrive levels of attack shooter, but it does now reach down here, which is fairly good. That's what we like to see. Crossbow Master holding the line. Nobody going anywhere. So I was thinking about getting a second Crossbow Master, but that's only possible for me because I have monkey knowledge, and so I'm going to try my best not to use it. Come on, grab, twist, pull. Squishy, squishy, and look how fast that recharge time is. Admittedly, we couldn't squish the ZOMG, but we almost could. It was very close. And you're in the range of this, right? So that means you get more, what, range and damage now? Range, projectile speed. So yeah, now he can see up to bloody here, which is just awesome. Just awesome. And we'll do the same over here for the attack shooter boy. And potentially you? Oh no, you can't reach. Okay. Admittedly, a lot of ZOMGs here. Don't know how well we'll do. Pop him. There we go. Wait, the glue gunner reached all the way down there? Okay. We got this. Yes. Easy enough. We'll even throw down something like this for extra damage down at the bottom here. Get ourselves a lovely destroyer. And then really we've only got these two left, but besides the alchemist, buffing pretty much everything here would be good, I suppose. I don't really know what he could target specifically. So yeah, one glue gunner left, and he can go here. Oh god. Oh, I nearly fucking choked with my own joke. How pathetic is that? Alright, moment of truth. Big DDTs, how do we handle? We should handle really well. Squishy, squishy. And that's how you beat the third round. Alright. To be honest, between the third round and these last two, oh, Pat's Pond might actually be a bit of a pain because it's a split route. Like they don't all pass through the same area, but this one should be fairly fine. We can rely on our boat boys and on our subs. Where do we want Pat? Oh yeah, Pat can go pretty much anywhere, except on palm trees and on the track, which is pretty nice. Maybe we'll put Pat here, just to max out his range and usefulness. So, where do we want the dart monkey? There's no real straight line paths that he can go on, is there? Maybe I should have thought about putting the ice monkey in for that reason. No, it's alright, it's alright. We do want him somewhere though that when he gets to Crossbow Master, his max range will be used very well. So I'm thinking here. Alright, let's try that. Okay, slow start as expected of course, but nevertheless, we'll pick it up. Now, for this map and Pat's Pond is pretty much the only reason I actually picked 2 lots of both the water towers, or the main water towers. So, I'm thinking first sub goes here, and he will be Plutonium Reactor, as usual. And then second sub can go at the back here and be a middle path, which is more of a Moab destroying long distance spraying. Well, I say long distance spraying, that's because I'm going top path as well. But, yeah. So, that's what I'm thinking. I tried to put him as far up as I could, because I know his range is going to get much bigger than this. But, you know how it is. Sometimes islands just get in the way of your submarines. Alright, so it's going to be a bit of a slow start here, but I might just speed it up a few rounds to keep you guys entertained rather than watching another 30 minutes of getting to round 80. So if you guys didn't catch that last part, basically when the first camo balloon came, that's when I bought the upgrade to Submerge and Support, which let me remove the camo and then obliterate the balloon with my Dart Monkey and Pat, and then I unsubmerged him to pop the rest of the balloons for that wave. It's very handy having a submarine. Not gonna lie, look at that damage. Oh, leads? Not a problem. Anything else? Not a problem. Sorry about that, guys. I just had my mum come in asking me what I wanted for dinner. So, this guy's been tanking pretty much the entire time. We did upgrade our Dart Monkey for some extra defense at the back, and now we're gonna get our second sub. Put him just about here, 2 at the top, and then 3 down the middle. Should help us out dramatically with the Moab. If not, we can always use Pat's ability, and then I think that'll get us through it. If it doesn't though, then we're screwed. So you know. And we might even just get a pirate ship boy for extra cash. Because having any sort of extra money in this game is extremely handy. Get the buffs in. Ooh, it was close, but we did it. So, we're gonna buy the extra cash as soon as we can, because once you beat round 40, you have until round 50 to amp up your Moab defense. So if I can squeeze in some extra cash in between those rounds, we should be fairly good. Okay, where can we put a tack shooter? I suppose right about here. Because having an overdrive is going to be dope. Maybe we should go for a tack zone for our first 5th tier. Worked out really well in the first part of the Odyssey. Did better than the Archmage, surprisingly, but it did. And maybe we should put a glue gunner at the front, just because imagine if these guys moved slower. They wouldn't even make it here. Okay, yeah, I'm thinking that's the plan of action here. Can you alk buff a submarine when it's submerged? I think that'd be quite nice if we could. Maybe we'll get our second moneymaker up, actually. Put him here. That's not the greatest spot, I'm telling you right now. But, it's not bad. Gives our sub over here a little bit more time to fire off some shots. We'll clear that out the way so that he's got a nice path there. Not that he can actually aim there because no one is over there. But soon, you know, maybe, if he's lucky. Alright, so now we're getting, I think, 240 out of both of these guys at the end of the round. Once again, that's a monkey money upgrade, so I apologize for those who cannot follow suit. But it shouldn't make much of a difference. I'll be making a little bit more money, 220 from each. So it's like 10% more. I think that's the monkey upgrade. But yes, that shouldn't make too much of a difference. This strategy should hold true without that extra 20 bucks in my pocket. And hopefully we'll be able to see that. Right. I think we need to go for a crossbow master here, or attack zone. Can we handle a Moab on its own? Yes we can. Very nicely, don't need the ability this time around, which is just beautiful. Can we fit a village here? That'd be perfect. Honestly, that'd be perfect. But I don't think we can. Dart Monkey's just too fat. Oh, wait. Hey, and I was about to say Dart Monkey's just too fat. He is not. Okay, that's handy. But we still are going to go for the crossbow master. Just to be safe. Because, admittedly, these guys are getting pretty far. Luckily, Pat can swat them back. Swat them back like flies. Alright. And admittedly, this guy isn't doing as much as I kind of hoped he would. But maybe that's because we don't have first strike or the other ability after that. What's it called? Preemptive strike? Yeah. Those ones are kind of the ultimates, so to speak. Okay, we've almost got our crossbow. I think I will go for crossbow master just because he's earlier on in the track. And I'd much rather fend things off earlier than later. Because if they're getting up to here, then attack zone's going to need to put in a lot of work. Whereas this guy can see much more beneficial to everybody involved if I just get a crossbow master, I think. Okay, not bad. Mob does get destroyed pretty quickly, even without crossbow master. Oh, two Moabs close by do get a little bit further. Not terrible though, and there we go. Now the Moabs won't get anywhere near, and we can focus on some other upgrades. So, I'm pretty sure at this point in time, we can't lose. Once you get a crossbow master up, it's very difficult to lose, especially if you get one up before round 60, let alone 63. And we'll get the radar scanner. Not that anyone needs it, really. Okay, get the jungle drums. And then the primary training, which is a delicious upgrade for only 800, roughly. And then we will try and fit in some more primary monkeys where we can. Okay, so we can put one here. So admittedly the range on this guy is not that great, but if we get him to tack zone, then we'll be laughing. We will be absolutely laughing. Especially if we don't buy the long range tacks. Because we can absolutely get this guy to maximum range. Well, not maximum because we don't have engineers, but still, we can get him to a really good amount of range. especially if we throw in an alk buff. Very nice, very nice. Okay. 63, not a problem. You know why? Crossbow master. You probably didn't even notice it go by. Probably didn't even think that was wave 63 if you weren't looking at it. But there you go. Alright, not too shabby. Getting there. Definitely getting there. Oh, and if you're wondering what I'm getting for dinner, because, you know, Mum interrupted me. Anyway, McDonald's. I don't know if you guys are doing it, but McDonald's do in fact have their whole Monopoly thing, and I believe it's going on until like roughly the 11th month, right? Oh no. It says it's going on until the 25th of October. So, I'm testing my luck. At the very least, I can get some discounts out of the chance cards if I don't get a full set, which I believe is completely rigged and complete bullshit. I don't know if you guys know this, but I have a theory about the Monopoly at McDonald's. And my theory is that, say for me, for my example, I live in Western Australia. I believe that only part 1 of the Dark Blues exists in Western Australia. Because I think the way they do it is, if you just only put in 1/2 or 2 out of the 3 for like a full color set, then people would feel suspicious, being like, hey, I'm in this community, no one at all has gotten any of these, and I'm getting a bit sus. So I feel like they divide it up by state, or like region, so that it's almost impossible for one person, unless they're on holiday somewhere, to actually get the full set. And even then, if you're paying money to fly from one state to another just to see if you can get the full set, I mean, why bother? If you've got the money to do that just for Monopoly McDonald's, you don't need any of the prizes. Let's be real. You're set up enough as it is. But anyway, that's my little Monopoly McDonald's rant. But either way, I like McDonald's, and I like testing my luck. And to be fair, I do also just like the discounts they give for the chance cards, which is pretty much always going to be something relatively decent, like free Big Mac and something with a small purchase of something. I don't know, my brain's a little bit fried at the moment, but I think I can manage to get through this BTD6 video. And once again, I am very sorry that it's actually late. I just had a lot going on, and it happened to be the week of my birthday. Won't happen again. BTD6 Odysseys will be released one after the other alongside the usual videos. So for example, like, part 1 will be released on the day of BTD6 in our little rotation that we've got going on here. And then part 2 will be released the next day alongside the next video that we have in rotation, like Hearthstone, or yeah, it will be Hearthstone 9 times out of 10. So yes, I promise I will do better on that part. It's just because this weekend was my B-day that it was a bit of a struggle, to say the least. Still managed to get out the regularly scheduled videos, just not the video on top of that, so not too bad, not too bad. And there's our attack zone. Look at that range. It says the range is only up to like here, but then it gets out to here. You gotta love the attack zone, man. It's getting the village buff, it's getting the arc buff, and nothing's getting past it. So now, just in case something gets past it, which I doubt, we will get Arcane Mastery over here and down here. be wondering why. It's completely for the sub. No other reason. Like, we're not even going to buy Fireball and Firewall, or Intense Magic and camo-seeking Hat of Mystery. But yeah, it's entirely just for the sub. Who isn't doing too bad, but still, he's racking up pops real slowly. We'll have to get the first strike ability. Or not, never mind, we're on 79 of 80. I believe this is what they call GG. Man, just look at the tack shooter shredding. It's truly a work of art. I mean, look at that, they're not even getting close. And yeah, you can try and say that it's the Buccaneer, but look at that. He's barely getting like 20 pops at a time, whereas the tack zone racking up thousands every second that balloons are touching its radius. Look at it go. What a mad lad. Shredded cheese. Nothing gets past attack zone. Alright, final map. Pat's Pond. This one's going to be a bit of a pain. So, alright. Pat's Pond. I'm thinking Pat goes here to hit both lanes, technically. Then we get maybe a Wizard Monkey start. I mean, we'll always have a Dart Monkey to start off with, but I'm thinking the Dart Monkey goes here, mainly to finish off whatever's in that bottom row. And then we'll place a Wizard here. And give him some firepower and some monkey knowledge. Monkey knowledge? Monkey sense. So that he can, you know, pop camo leads right off the start. Admittedly, that means we cannot go for the Archmage, but that is fine. That's not what I'm aiming for here. I'm thinking we're going for a Shimmer. Because Shimmers are quite dope. And permanently revealing camouflaged balloons is very handy. Admittedly, this does mean we will leak quite a few balloons, at least past our Magician here. But I'm thinking beyond that, Pat and this Dart Monkey are actually doing quite well. What are they doing? Whatever it is, it works. Okay. Now, thinking maybe a Buccaneer. Well, Buccaneers, I'm thinking, will solve our Moab problem. And by Moab problem, I mean round 80. Because it's true. It will just insta-kill that Moab. So that we don't have to worry about it. But until then, I think we need to clean out the pond a bit, because this range is terrible. Being blocked by the rocks and the trees. It's just horrible and not what we want in general. So, I'm thinking we get rid of this rock. And then we can put a Buccaneer or a sub. Let's go sub. Not because I'm worried about the whole Shimmer situation, but I do think sub would be more beneficial here just for the damage over time. So we'll put another sub the opposite side. Upgrade top path, upgrade top path. Trying to balance out the upgrades here just so that we don't lose enough or too many lives. And advanced intel, absolutely brilliant. And we didn't get any camo detection except for him, which is fine, I guess, for the time being. We do need at least camo detection on these sections here. Okay, this is actually pretty difficult, I'm not gonna lie. Splitting up the defense like this is such a pain. Such a pain. Okay. But we're managing it. So I'm thinking maybe boat here. Grape shot, of course. Grape shot, hot shot. And then another one on the other side. This is just going to be insane to deal with. I don't even think we might get the first Moab popped if we don't go for cannon ship and monkey pirates right now. Can we even get 5 grand in the next 8 rounds? I don't even know. How much do we usually get? Well, we'll get at least 800 just from ending the rounds. So who knows, maybe. Maybe we even just go for 2 at the top here. That could give us the DPS we need, but I'm thinking at this point in time we just need, like, more damage on these subs. So twin guns and whatnot might actually be really helpful. Or we could go for our plutonium reactor. I don't know. This map's actually quite difficult, I think. Maybe we go for plutonium reactor on this guy. Just because he's going to be the first one to meet the Moab, so to speak. So some extra damage over time there might not be too bad. And we'll remove that and put in another wizard. You're a wizard, Harry! I'm a what? A loser! Go back to Muggle school, loser. Alright. I would love to see a version of Harry Potter where that happens. Just like, I'm a what? Oh, forget it. You know what? No, just forget it. If you're not going to listen, you don't belong in school anyway. Let alone magic school. Sorry, I'm going off on a bit of a weird tangent there, but... just saying. If someone could make a parody of that, I'd absolutely love it. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking, right? Wall of fire is good. That's about as far as I got in my thought process. Mess him up, Pat. Mess him up, wall of fire number 1. Wall of fire number 2? Oh. Okay. We'll just continue. Because I feel like this strategy is how we're gonna win. I feel confident in this strategy. We just need a little bit more. No. Stay unsubbed, but... no. Wait, that sounds terrible. Stay unsubbed. No, sub if you want. Right, guys? Right, guys? Tricking people. I'd love to trick people into doing that. It's just like, no, you want people to stay unsubbed. Just while they're recording. Just like, yeah, I do want people to stay unsubbed. Just everybody just unsubscribes from their channel. Okay. I think we're not bad. We're not good by any stretch of the imagination. But we're not bad. That's what we like to see. Maybe I'll start upgrading the Dart Monkey. He can be a beast at cleaning up. If we can get him to Crossbow Master in time. If we can get him to Crossbow Master in time while he's here, in this area, then 63 should be no problem. Because technically he can see both lanes. I say technically because the amount of lane that he can see of the bottom path isn't that great, but it's still a decent amount. It is decent enough. Alright, let's get our monkey pirates here. I know that I know that I said I'd get that for 40, but I have a very short attention span, especially to myself. So, and we're not gonna need DDT popping power for this ability, so we will just go for the top path. Extra cannons, extra everything. Alright. We're not doing too badly here. In all honesty, we're holding them back. And we'll see how we deal with the first Moab of 50. With our Patty boy. No, we'll use the hook on the first Moab. Just in case. There you go. Maybe we should get upgrades for you as well. Alright. I'm thinking Arcane Spike is our next shot. Ooh, okay, they handled that really well. Not gonna lie, but we need more DPS at the bottom here. Because that was appalling. Okay. I'm thinking Glue Gunner 5th tier bottom, no, top path, of course. Just like that. Okay, I could not see that side of the screen because I had the thing up, but I was just really hoping that Pat would do what he did last time and just save me. Right, do we have any Moabs coming? We do, very nice, goodbye. Okay, not too shabby. Glue Gun is actually putting in the work. That's what we like, that's what we like. Might even out-buff. Maybe not yet, maybe not yet. Oh, Pat, you lovely boy. You lovely boy, you. I'm just spamming this, just in case another mob shows up. Doesn't feel like there's gonna be one, but there it is. I knew it! I knew it! Alright. Maybe we should get a second boat down here. Is that stupid? That might be stupid. Oh, I don't know anymore. This map is just messing with my brain. Do it, Pat! Good on ya. Good on ya. Get in there. Alright. Do we go for Shimmer? Nah, I think we go for Dragon's Breath in all honesty. Okay, not bad. Balloon Solver, on his way. I feel like I'm commentating over like a fucking Overwatch game. Moira 1. I don't actually know how to commentate. And I also don't shot call because I play without playing a mic, which makes it incredibly hard to rank up unless of course you're great at listening. Alright, well, Pat can just squish 60 into manageable. No, wait, we need to hook 60. Because that insta-kills it rather than Pat just kind of messing around. Alright. Ooh. Pop. Slap. Oh no, this is terrible. That's just gone straight through. Okay, we cannot have that. So, round 61 is the pain. I'm thinking we go for our crossbow boy. Because Balloon Solver, yes, would be quite a good play, but I'm thinking for 63, the top path is screwed. Utterly. So we'll try and hold on to our Balloon Solver potential and just ditch both the subs. Still not enough, that's a shame. And then this boy. That's, oh no, okay. Well, we can buy it mid-round here, I think. We should be able to hold off enough to get, there you go, okay. So we should be good now. Should be. Yeah, okay. Good enough. And then we'll outbuff. Outbuff our boy. Not that he needs it, like, the 5th tier crossbow master can in fact pop leads on his own, but outbuff is still just really good for anything. So, when in doubt, try an alk. That's my motto. When in doubt, try an alk. It's not, but either way. Slaughter's 63. Admittedly, Wizard Monkey 777 over here is going to have to put in some effort. Ooh, okay, okay, he's still got it, he's still got it. Maybe get the outbuff on him more often. Ooh, there we go, okay. Good, good, good. Right, now we can start putting back up our boys. I'm thinking we're going actual DPS for this. Because we're past round 59, so camo balloons, while still a threat, not too bad of a threat. And we can always just get a shimmer back up. Hopefully we'll get it back up in time? I'm thinking we will. That's actually quite a lot of guys getting through on this side. Hook that. Come on, come on. Mess it up, mess it up. Crossbow, yep. Good, good, good. Crossbow's got it. Shimmer's back up, so this side doesn't need to worry about camo. The other side might, though. Yes, it will. So, we might have this guy be one of those. No, no, no. Actually, no. We've got Dart. Crossbow Monkey. Crossbow Master, not Crossbow Monkey. We got Crossbow Master, so we should be fine for camos on this side. Just because Crossbow Master can handle himself. So now I think we just go for good subgrades. And by subgrades I mean sub-upgrades. Okay, okay, we're definitely getting through this one. Definitely. No doubt about it. Not a chance in my mind that we won't win this. No sir. We got this. 110%. We can do this. There's even more subs. Subs are great. Subs are the best thing ever. I wish I had more subs in my life. Subs are just like recognizably one of the best things ever. And by far, the best thing about subs is that it's a very subtle way to plug your YouTube channel. Don't you guys love subs? I love subs. If you don't love subs, then are you really subbed? Let's be honest. Are you really subbed? You gotta be subbed to love subs. Okay, maybe that was a bit pushing it there, but still. It's very subtle. Well, it's not that subtle, but you could make it very subtle. If it wasn't me talking. It could be a very subtle way to plug your channel if you're playing BTD6. Anyway, subs are doing well. We will get Wall of Fire up, because let's be honest, once you go 3 at the bottom, there's really no point going 2 at the top. That's just like crappy DPS. Unless of course you're going more at the bottom. Which, I mean, you could. There's nothing wrong with doing that. We should get stronger stimulant here. And then I think we've got the win. We didn't lose too many lives, because we're still at 50 regular lives, so that means 9 times out of 10 you don't need the mana shield lives, so that's good for anyone that doesn't have that. You can sort of follow this strategy to relatively good amounts of completion. Oh, I'm glad. Wait, what? I'm sorry, what killed us there? Around 75. That is odd. Anyway, I don't think that'll happen again, which is weird. That is so weird. Is this guy Arcane Spikes? No, he's not. Okay. I don't know why that happened, but we will now alch buff our top boy here. Because we can. You're buffed. What happened there? That is so weird. I don't understand. What happened? I don't get it. We'll get another boy up here. Well, whatever happened, I think... Well, whatever happened, it didn't happen again. And to be honest, the only thing I really added to this top path is an alch buff. Other than that, not all that much was new. What was it? Because, I mean, at least at the end there, it was balloons that snuck through. But was it like from a Moab or a BFB, or was it literally just balloons? I do not know. But that was odd. Get another alch buff. Maybe we'll have a glue gunner up there. Well, this could be bad. Nope, never mind. Crossbow Master exists. Okay, okay. So, admittedly, not a perfect run. I was literally in the moment in saying that it was an almost perfect run, and then that happened. And that's really crappy when it happens almost at 80, so I'm not going to replay 80 levels just to do a perfect run. Just get the little bit of cash injection from the monkey money and deal with it. Oh, that was close. That was very close. That was butt-clenchingly close. Throw in some extra... No, we will just put one of these guys here. Block the regrow capabilities. Pop that boy down. Alright. We should have this. And if you don't know why we should have this, you will find out very soon. Oh yeah, we got this. Wait, does this not work on ZOMGs? Never mind, we'll just pop it. And then hook it. Alright. GG everyone. There was a slight hiccup on round 75 there. But we got through it. We're not the worst people in the world. Land or Water Odyssey, I don't know why that's showing the sort of bronze image, because we played 5 maps. 5 bloody maps, and you're showing me using a bronze image. What the hell? That's just rude. But there is our 50 trophies, our 240 terribly upgraded sub. Well, not terribly. And 200 monkey money, which is pretty pathetic, but, you know, it's not bad. So, there is part 2 of the Odyssey complete. I'm going to have a look in the shop to see what I can buy. But, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. That was the second part of the Odyssey Land or Water. Sorry again for the late release of the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.